Good evening. I know it's kind of late on a Sunday, but with this time change, I'm like still wide awake, and so is my son, of course. So I just wanted to hop on here. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds to see if anybody hops on with me. I look a little strange. I'm gonna explain that in a second. All right, we've got 3 people. Please comment so that I can see who's here with me. Hey, Kelly. Oh, 10. Wow. Okay, that happened quick. Okay, so my name is laceyjo.reed. I am a star beauty guide with Limelight by Outcome, and I wanted to show you guys a really cool trick. So obviously our foundations, a lot of them are out of stock right now, and I know that that's frustrating, so I've been trying to come up with ways to make the foundation last longer. And you can do this with concealer too. That's the thing. Hey guys, with concealer too. I'm going to do it with foundation tonight, but you can do it with concealer because I have done it. So I've done half of my face this way. As you can see, it's pretty good coverage. I still need to do some concealing, but I haven't done my entire face yet. You know, just regular hormonal acne type thing that all of us women deal with. Let's not even pretend that we don't. We do. But I wanted to show you something really cool. So this is going to be anti-aging foundation, and I'm going to show you what I did. So here's my foundation. As you can see, I'm starting to hit the bottom of the pan. So with our foundations being out of stock, they're going to be coming back in a few weeks, but I want to try and get this to last. I mean, obviously this much would last me that long, but if you're like really low, because I know some of my customers are running really low and they're getting nervous, this is the trick I've told them to do. So I'm just going to take the end of like one of my little brushes, and I'm going to take my foundation, and I am going to just dig a little bit out. I mean, it takes like smaller than a pea size, so just a little bitty bit. And I am going to put that right on my finger. If I can get it off my brush. It doesn't want to come off. There we go. So I have just this little itty bitty, like pea size amount of foundation. I'm going to warm that up just a little bit in between my 2 fingers, just to kind of get it workable, and you know, it's wax based, so warm it up just a little. And then I am going to take Sotox, which is our, rhymes with Botox. Shh. It lightens, brightens, and tightens. You can't see that with the lights, but I'm going to take just a little bit of our Sotox, and I am going to take that, and I'm going to do just the smallest little, like 1 pump of it right there on the foundation. And I am going to mix that together between my 2 fingers. Hey guys, thanks for joining. And I am just going to mix that in really, really good. Hey Jessica. And I'm going to make myself a liquid foundation. And you saw how like barely little it takes. And then I'm just going to, doing this in a phone instead of a mirror is definitely a lot different and harder. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I get the product, you know, really on my face, not in my hair. And then it's like a liquid foundation, because you can use Sotox to thin our foundations out too. You know, Sotox kind of works like a moisturizer. You can use a moisturizer, you can use Sotox, One Drop Wonder, Must Do, any of those products you have. But especially for some of my customers who, you know, keep asking me about like, you know, preventing wrinkles and, you know, anti-aging. And I know I've sold a ton of Sotox to y'all because it's, I mean, amazing. This was just a way, talking when I'm trying to move my face is always fun. This was just a way to kind of get that done. Okay. So I have that smoothed in, and then I'm just going to take my buffer brush like normal and very lightly to where I'm barely bending the bristles, and I'm just going to kind of swirl that in, because that helps with covering pores and like some of your other wrinkles, because it really gets it into your skin. Jessica, I know, Sotox is like life. I love it. It has helped so much with my under eye circles. It has helped with my, which I don't have any more forehead wrinkles. Like I can't really, they're a little bit, I can't get my forehead to wrinkle like I used to. And I attribute that completely to Sotox. So I buff that in a little. I have, you know, my nice foundation, and then I can just go to town like I normally do with my concealer. Concealer 3 under here under the eye for, you know, the little bit of discoloration. Like I said, the hormonal acne, cover that up with this concealer because unfortunately I'm dealing with that right now. Gotta love it. And I just kind of put that. Again, I'm going to take my buffer brush and very lightly buffer in that. I've already done that. And it takes tiny little bit. I've done this twice now. One for a trial run just to make sure I wasn't crazy before I hopped on here. And then once here, and as you see, like I've just taken just a barely little bit from like the top of my foundation. Smaller than a pea. And I put my Sotox in and rubbed that on. And now you have basically an anti-aging foundation because our Sotox lightens, brightens, tightens. It's just magic in a bottle, really. I love this stuff. Like I said, if you don't have Sotox, you can use One Drop Wonder. You can use Must Do, which is another must-have product. I love Must Do. You can use your moisturizer like Skin Therapist or Calm Balm, whatever you want to use, and you can put it in. It does give you a little bit of a, not quite as full coverage as if you just use the foundation because you are thinning it out, but it works great. You know, I still have, of course I'm rocking a Lula shirt, like always. And yeah, so now you have an anti-aging foundation, which is fantastic, and it's going to help your foundation go further because you're not going to be using as much. So while our foundations are on back order or out of stock, like this is a way to kind of make a little go a long way. Courtney, the Sotox is amazing. It's like Botox in a bottle. I shouldn't say that, but I am. I'm just saying it. It is, I've used it. Like I said, I don't think I can get my forehead to wrinkle if I tried, like a little bit here and there, but I used to have like the grooves, you know, that you see a lot of, and that's gone away. A lot of my under eye circles have gone away. Yeah, I mean, Sotox has been amazing for me. I love it. It is like Botox. I mean, obviously that's why we named it that, because it rhymes, and we can't call it Botox, you know, because I think Botox would get a little upset. But yeah, but that's it. And then you put your concealer on like normal and you go to it. So I am going to be hopping back on here in just a second. I would keep it all as the same video, but I put all of these on YouTube, and so I want them to be separate. But I am going to be hopping back on here in just a second. If y'all want to join, I am going to show you how you can use the Lottie Dream On palette for a full face. So I am going to finish up my concealing, get myself kind of prepped and ready, and I'm going to show you how you use this one little eyeshadow palette for everything. Lips, blush, eyes, contour, eyebrows, the whole 9 yards. So I will be right back, and thank you so much for joining this little show, and I will talk to you soon.